Hey guys, it's No Help and welcome to my March marathon where I'm going to be uploading a video every single day in March. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, so if you can go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciated. On with the video. Old school RuneScape needs a completionist cape. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the idea of a completionist cape because of what we had of it before and how kind of like overpowered I guess it was and things like that, but we don't need it to be completely overpowered. We kind of just want it as like a flex item and stuff like that. Let's go back a little bit when RuneScape was, or old school RuneScape was first out and stuff. We didn't have a max cape, and now look how accepted the max cape is and people love it and stuff like that. So why can't we get like a cosmetic completionist cape? This is something I made a video about before in the past, probably about 6 months ago, something like that, but I kind of want to retouch on the idea of old school RuneScape getting a completionist cape. First of all, there's kind of a lot more things that you could throw in towards the completionist cape. Like, we have a lot of content on this game. Like it could be as far as doing the full collection log, but then again, nobody would, go ahead and get the completionist cape. Now, there is two types of completionist capes. There is the regular completionist cape, then there is the trimmed completionist cape. And I know that the trimmed completionist cape is very, very hard to obtain on the regular RuneScape version of the game. But the regular completionist cape, it's getting maxed in all of your skills, it's getting all the achievement diaries completed, it's getting all of the quests done, it's getting the music, all the music tracks unlocked, and then it has some other various ones like complete all of the mini games, unlock all of the things from the mini games, and there might be a couple of other things like that. But I think we should get something like this on old school. Because for people that, have the music cape, for example, or even a quest cape, right? If you have a max cape, what's the point in using your quest cape? Or what's the point in using your music cape, right? Having the completionist cape would have a cape that would show that you have completed every single thing in the game, right? And I think that's something that we kind of need, an item that us maxed, I guess I shouldn't say us, we're getting close there, but the maxed players will have something new kind of to go work towards, right? When you get maxed on this game is when a lot of people tend to burn out and they don't want to play anymore because simply they just don't want to go for 200 mil XP and skills. And I totally get that and I understand that, and we have other things to do, like finishing all the quests and achievement diaries and stuff like that. But most people on their way towards max go ahead and do these types of things too. There might be a couple things that you didn't have, like a couple quests, a couple achievement diaries, or a couple music tracks that you might need to go ahead and unlock after maxing. But after that, I think we should have an incentive to want to do these things, right? To want to go out of the way and do all of the mini games, rewards, and stuff like that. One, this would be something really fun to do after you're maxed and play all these random mini games again and make them have a purpose, right? Like having to collect every single thing from Void, for example. I know there's that one weird item that nobody usually goes ahead and gets with Void, but just having to go get that for the completionist requirement would be really cool, and it would revive tons of mini games again too. I'm not saying the pest controller Void is a dead mini game, but I know there's a lot of them out there that would definitely need some reviving, and I think this would help a lot, especially the players that would be in these would be like maxed players. They would know how to play the game, they'd be knowledgeable at the game and stuff like that, and just seeing all these mini games be super live again would be really cool. Other requirements maybe for a completionist cape would be to kill one of every single boss, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have to be like all of the grandmaster tasks in the game. Maybe that could be something towards like a trimmed completionist cape for all the combat tasks. I would say that would be a trimmed completionist cape reward. And same maybe with collection log can be some severe cape that only a couple people get for completing literally everything, but for completing all of your achievement diaries, all of your quests, and having the max cape, I think there should be a cape that represents this, and obviously unlocking all of the music tracks in the game as well. I don't think it should be a super overpowered cape with like the best stats in the game. That's definitely not the way to go, because that's going to force people to do things that they don't want to do. But having a cape that is a cosmetic thing that people can chase if they want for the prestigiousness, or even just having something to do when they're maxed, it would keep a lot of the, veteran players and the players that are maxed and, still want content to do that actually has a purpose. Because we could go do all these things, right? We could set ourselves as like, I'm completionist, I'm gonna go for the completionist. I remember that really cool YouTuber back in the day, Elegy. I really wish that guy still posted that. He was one of my favorite YouTubers. Elegy, he kind of made like a completionist series, and I really liked that back in the day. But it's really sad because at the end of the day, it's not like he got anything for it, right? He felt the completionist himself and stuff like that, but he didn't get a cape to represent it. And I think that old school RuneScape needs a cape like this. I'm really curious to see what you guys say about this. I would like to also know down in the comments below what kind of requirements you would think this would need. If you totally disagree with me and think that you need to complete the collection log and complete all of the combat achievements for the completionist, then let me know down below and tell me why you think that. I personally think it is a good idea, but maybe for like a trim completionist cape sort of thing, I think that's kind of unrealistic for a lot of players to go ahead and do. Most players on this game can't even kill or can't even go ahead and do the Inferno, so to try to do all these Grandmaster Inferno tasks I think is pretty unrealistic for the average player, and that would make the cape pretty unobtainable to get. But it would be pretty cool to see as well, in that how rare that cape would be. When you'd see one, it would be like, holy shit, you know what I mean? But if we have a regular completionist cape for pretty much having all the quests done, all the music tracks done, having maxed in every single thing, maybe killing one of each boss, and also having all of the minigame items and collections like that, I think that we need something like this, and I think it would motivate a lot of people to just keep going and keep playing this game after they're maxed. Don't get me wrong, I do like that we have each one has like their own individual cape. Like we have the quest cape for completing all quests, the music cape for completing all of the music tracks, we have the max cape for getting 99 in every skill, then we have individual capes for 99s, and the list goes on and on. There's like the champions cape. I think the champions cape could be part of the completionist, stuff, little things like that. They could easily come together with a list of like 100 random things that you have to go ahead and do, and one of those 100 things is getting 99 in every single skill. So it would take a lot of time and a lot of dedication to go ahead and get this completionist cape, but it would be really fun to go ahead and do. It would be like the ultimate massive achievement diary completion that we could go ahead and do, and I'm really hoping that they push forward. And I haven't heard mention or talk about this in a long time, but I genuinely think it's something that we need in the game to keep the game. I know the game's growing, but to keep the game lasting longer, you know what I mean? A lot of people that play video games in general, they like to go ahead and complete them. If you look at all the Xbox games and all this, there's these story modes that people like to go ahead and complete and try to finish all the tasks and stuff like that throughout the story. And if we kind of have like a sort of something like that, do you know what I mean? Like a thing to follow, and like do this, and then you can go ahead and get the completionist cape. It's a kind of a cool feeling too, because RuneScape's a game where there's no really end to it, you know what I mean? Even if you did get the completionist cape, you realistically could still play this game. Like even if I just mentioned every single thing that we went ahead and got, and we have the completionist cape, you could still go ahead and do these things like the combat tasks, the collection log. You could go for, max experience, 200 mils and all the skills, stuff like that. You could go for items, you could go for GP. So there would really never be an end to RuneScape, but it would be a really cool thing to have like I am a completionist of this game. Back in pre-EOC, and I guess in RuneScape 3 now, I'm not sure if they've changed this, but to get the trimmed completionist cape, you need to do like something like 5,000 games of Castle Wars. That is totally unnecessary and unneeded. I don't understand why they would make that a requirement. Just to put that in perspective, back then to max, it would have been, I think it would have taken you longer to get the 5,000 Castle Wars games, because each game is like, what, 20 minutes, and you need to do that 5,000 times. That's just stupid, and I don't think the old school team would do something like that. I have confidence that they wouldn't do something like a stupid requirement like that for, I guess it is the trimmed completionist cape, but it shouldn't take you longer to get one task done than it does to max the game. Do you know what I mean? That's just stupid. I would want the completionist cape to be a realistic goal that people could go ahead and go for, right? Like 5,000 games of Castle Wars is not really realistic. I don't think anyone in their right mind would go ahead and do that. I'm sure some people would go ahead and do that, but you'd have to be really dedicated to this game in order to go ahead and do that. And a lot of people that are super dedicated to this game would rather use their time to get XP. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, the completionist cape on RuneScape was the best stat cape in the game, so it kind of made sense to go out of your way and go ahead and get that. But 5,000 games of Castle Wars is something that we do not need. Obviously, I would be pretty upset if they, just copy and pasted the requirements basically from RuneScape 3 or whatever to do this. I think they could come up with a really cool design for this and make it fit into old school and make it fit random things that we could go ahead and do and make it realistic to get and not like an RNG type of cape. RNG is something that I'm going to be talking about in probably next week in a video, but I don't think a thing like that, like to complete the game, you should have to be lucky, you know what I mean, ahead in order to go ahead and get. So it shouldn't be like you need to one of the requirements shouldn't be like you need to get a piece of third age, like, you know what I mean, like that would be a dumb requirement too. Especially for Ironman, a lot of people playing this game these days are Ironman, so I don't think it should be RNG based or anything like that. I think it should be all realistic goals that we could go ahead and get. And yeah, I think it would be a really, really solid update for Jagex to go ahead and make. And I know a lot of people don't like the idea of a completionist cape. And if you do not like the idea of a completionist cape, can you actually go ahead and comment down below on why you don't like it? I would actually just be curious, because if it doesn't have any better stats and it's just a completely cosmetic thing that people can go for, what is the harm in it? You know what I mean? We have the Champions cape, we have all these random capes in the game that really have no meaning on going ahead and getting. And even the max cape, I know it's pretty useful, but all the perks that the max cape has, we already have with 99 skill capes. I guess it's an all-in-one. But, I mean, a lot of people that use the max cape, they still use their crafting cape and they still use their construction cape just because it's more efficient. It's a one-click teleport and stuff like that, right? So, if you do have like any hate, I guess, or any reason why we shouldn't get the completionist cape, I would really like to know down below. But here is just my thoughts on it, and I really think that Jagex should go ahead. I'm not even saying like soon, like they can take as much time as they need and develop it and make it like a really solid, really good update. I think we need it. I think it would be something great. I think it would be one of the best updates in a long time, and they don't need to rush it. That's what I mean, right? I think they should make like a solid 100 requirements, or even more than that, 200, 300 little achievement diary tasks that we can go ahead and do and get the completionist cape. Do you know what I mean? And they could throw things on there like, get all of the skilling outfits could be one of the requirements. I'm just throwing random ideas right now, but things that are realistic and that we can go ahead and get. And yeah, I think it would just be a really cool cape to symbolize the completionist of old school RuneScape. And if they did release this, you're damn right that we're going to be making a series going ahead and getting it from, I guess, from scratch or from max or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. This is a video where I really want you to go down in the comments below and tell me your thoughts and stuff like that. The March Marathon videos have been going extremely well. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. I think already we've gained like 400 or 500 subscribers this month. Absolutely crazy. We're gonna be hitting that 10K probably next month sometime, and then from there I'm gonna learn about streaming and stuff like that, and I really want to get into streaming for you guys. You guys have also been asking me about making a Discord server. I need to do some more research on that as well. I've just been so busy this year. January we had the group Ironman, February we had the leagues, and now March I decided to do a March marathon upload every day, so I haven't had much spare time at all. And I've also been working a lot too on my other jobs, so it's just been very, very busy, and I've been pretty much hyper focused for the past 3 months really. So I haven't had much time to go ahead and research things like that. So I'm going to be doing that soon though. I'd love to get into streaming. I know you guys really want to see me, stream for some reason. We could do some Hydra streams, we could do some skilling streams, stuff like that. It would be a really cool time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and if you did watch the whole video, go ahead and comment hammer down in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. See ya later.